This video is going to be reaction and discussion of episode 1, season 5. Dragon Prince? Yeah, of the Dragon Prince. Okay, so... Oh, we're back with... I was going to say the puddle. What? But yeah, this was a promo clip. Wait, we're just skipping? Oh, so I'm not getting context. I mean, I already have a reaction of this and I have no idea what this is about. I have watched the last season, right? I mean, I certainly have. Book 5, Ocean. Who would have thought? Considering the very first scene. Yeah. The coins. I'm certain you haven't. But here's the most overpowered character in the show. Oh, Porto. It's a bag of holding. That creature is so broken.
So did you just make bait a sacred promise?
Yes. Is there anything wrong with that? We'll have another time skip, I guess.
We're going to need to know one thing. How do you kill a Star Touch elf?
Right, this was in the trailer.
Think that if dark magic does this to a person, they might not do it. It only happens the first time. Why is he sick now?
The first time he used it since coming back to life.
Right. Is he getting a calm treatment where he's gonna maybe connect to the dark magic arcanum or something? Right? Because after Calm did it for the first time, and also that's something interesting, I should talk about it. Hopefully if I remember. Ah, yes, Erebus. How do you... Someone must have the information though if the books were here for such a long amount of time. Can you ask someone else to read it for you? In all fairness, we saw that Viren also couldn't read the information on him, so maybe he's casted the spell that no one can read it. Oh, some Far Elves plotline. Yay?
It's made of tin. It belongs to Queen Janai now.
No. It has a symbol of a dragon wing on it? But then I maybe didn't see that, I don't know. There's something there, maybe. This little lemur thing. I love that they're collecting magical creatures and stuff, but I also wonder how they're gonna talk about the lifespans of the different characters. I don't think they've talked about it yet much. You know, you can just speak to him, right? Nope, she doesn't know that. Relationships are difficult, I suppose.
Spell blocking anything about Erebos or Star Touch elves.
Oh, Star Touch elves in general. The first elves. She stole something. It stole something. Oh, that's a big key. Yeah. Just, yeah. I mean, I guess she's trusted, I suppose. I mean, literally, Calm would probably give her everything she wanted anyway, so I am confused to why she's doing this. That little lemur is gonna do something wrong, I'm certain. Also, it's a star-touched creature, which kinda worries me, because there's a lot of star-touched familiars in this show. And talking about that.
Stone.
Wow, how did... Okay, sure. Props to you. I think she's seen it only once, but sure. You know, you really should ask the mage. You literally had an entire arc where you were... I'm just gonna eat it? Okay. You know, you literally had a whole arc where you had a misunderstanding or talking with each other, and I feel like you're just repeating that a little bit, but okay. Maybe it's not gonna go in that direction.
You're human.
Oh?
Who are you?
Who are you indeed? Oh! Those spiders are not gonna come back. Maybe? Maybe they won't. I don't know. Interesting. And Kawa?
Surrender. You're under arrest.
Right. Oh, I do wonder indeed. Oh, they are adorable. Oh, okay. I love collecting magical creatures.
The best, Terry.
I'm a lot. Because I feel as if... Ooh, of course. Ooh, Crow. Thank you. Crow Ward? Crow Master? I don't remember his current position. Okay.
Kelly, what's going on?
Kelly?
Moonshadow
The names sometimes.
I think you should know what happened first.
True.
No, my key's right here.
Oh.
She broke into the sealed dark magic chambers beneath the castle.
Oh. Yeah, this is as bad as it can get. You literally put yourself into that.
She was carrying the weapon that was used to kill King Harrow.
That actually does make it even worse somehow. Yeah. You should know that.
She has a good reason.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm glad he thinks that, but you should ask it. You should still... of course. Yeah. You better explain it though. I'll be actually very pissed if you don't. Okay, we'll see. Not gonna judge it yet.
What happened with your key and the bowl?
Just don't say it's fine.
No, I meant what I said. You don't need to explain or justify anything.
I wanna punch him.
You can tell me when you're ready.
No! Okay. I'm fine with him releasing her no matter what. Yeah, boundaries, trust, I still think, okay, whatever. I wouldn't have handled the situation like that. But hey, I guess he's just incredibly... Oh? Not sleeping in the same room? Guess they're not that committed yet. That's just my brain. I was thinking of a logical reason to why he would be so understanding. But no, they're just trying to pretend like that's... I just disagree with it. It's not ruining the show or anything. I'm just very afraid of how they're gonna be handling the relationship in general when it comes to Reiwa and Callum. I don't need to jump to conclusions. There's a lot of episodes. And there's this, which we'll see what this is about. This is actually the most interesting part. What's happening with this? You would assume so. We saw the Earth Dragon in the Book of Earth, so yeah, makes sense. Water Dragon. So, I guess this is the next school. I do wonder why the other two didn't actually come along though. Oh, it's actually bigger than the lightning one. Okay. Be careful, guys.
Is a king.
Yeah. What is this?
Archmage Erebos is trying to escape his magical prison. His pawn-
I do not know where it is. But I do know what it is.
Oh. Right, each one has specific information. Huh. Wait, so they do know where it is now, but knowing what it is gonna help? I mean, I'm curious actually, we'll see. Okay, that was actually an interesting part. Also, yeah, that human, I almost forgot about that. A lot of interesting things in this episode. Well then, this was certainly an episode of The Dragon Prince, Season 5, Episode 1. But, this is definitely, almost certainly, I mean, it is an interesting start. Not certain how they're gonna solve everything they showed in this episode, just in 9 episodes. I would just go quickly with what I said about what I don't like. I don't like that Calm just decided to stick there and just... A sentence like, I don't care watching it and it doesn't matter, even if that were 100% true. And let's just say that, ignore everything, let's say that sure, it's 100% true, it should be the case, sure, whatever. He shouldn't say it. I think it's a very stupid decision of him to do that, but hey, obviously enough, he is the brother of the prince, he's also one of the most powerful sorcerers, probably the most powerful sorcerer in the human kingdoms, which by the way, I would love to see some maybe other non-Callum like that maybe use more dark magic or maybe use some stones, that would be cool. Regardless, he does have a lot of clout, so he can handle. Also, I do love that he's studying the Water Arcanum, that's awesome, but hey, first the negative. I just really would have liked him to handle that situation overall differently, but it is what it is, he's still insanely devoted to Reiwa, to a point where I want him to kinda, ironically enough, distance himself a little from her. In a way, I also understand precisely because she did get away for so long and now they're back together again, and I understand that he is probably willing to forgive her more than he probably should. I just hope that this doesn't turn into the situation where Callum is it's just Reiwa's little pet. That's just what I hope it doesn't happen, and I don't think it is from this one episode. I am worried that it's possible precisely because I don't like what they did in season 4, and it's very possible that they might do something even worse in this season or the seasons afterwards. This is more my worry of season 4 rather than any problem with this one in particular. I mean, then again, I do think he made the dumb decision, but now, let's talk about some positives, or just the episode in general. A lot of setup, which is good. This is episode 1, I'm expecting that. I will say that it's an interesting thing they showed with the ring, clearly enough there is more to it, and most importantly, it was just a quick little scene, just to show us what's happening there, and it didn't focus on it too much, and who knows, maybe it will be interesting. Season 4 worries me. Now, the Reiwa and Callum stuff that I actually liked, more specifically Callum looking at the books, finding that apparently the spell works on everyone. I thought that he was originally messing just with Varen, but clearly enough he just put a spell to hide it from everyone. Now, I do wonder for how long that spell has actually existed, because clearly the books have been written, so there is knowledge about it. And that leads to the next question, is how many people actually know of the information within the books, maybe even can't read it right now too? I don't know, just who wrote the books, how long ago were they written, how much knowledge about magic there is in this world when it comes to the human kingdom specifically. Calm, obviously enough already, is setting himself up to go to the Elven Kingdom, which would make a lot of sense because, not just because he wants to see the awesome library, awesome magic, so on and so forth, but obviously, there could be some elves that actually have information on Erebos there, so makes enough sense to find out what's his weakness when he gets out, because let's be fair, this is the type of show that will do that. So I mean, yeah, I doubt it's possible for Erebus not to come out. Honestly, sadly enough, in shows like this, you just have to expect that at least on that front, the heroes have kind of lost. The question is not whether they'll be able to stop the evil from coming out from where it is, but where they can beat it. And the cool thing is that they're already setting that up and thinking of ways to defeat Erebus instead of just preventing Claudia and the others to get him out. Yeah, I was criticizing Calm a little bit. Let's criticize Rewa. So yeah, trust Rewa. Trust, that word doesn't mean much to you. I'm just gonna leave it at that. At the very least, both of them are being idiots at the same time, so that's fair. So maybe together, you know, that's actually a more positive thing. Because they're both being idiots, I feel like both of them are gonna be able to grow up together and become better. There we go, I'm a little more positive now. I do wonder though I just wonder how powerful the special dragons actually are. Why they didn't exactly help in the fight in Zadia. Especially since, if you remember correctly, only the fire dragons actually helped in the fight in Zadia. So I do wonder whenever we get to the primal fire arc dragon, whatever, whether he's gonna say I helped you once, maybe you should help me with something, I don't know. I feel like I want an explanation to why none of the other elemental dragons have really shown themselves. Is it just that there is special elemental dragons but there's only one? No, because Zim obviously exists and there is his mother. Yeah, I'm just curious about how the elemental dragons exist, how often, how common certain elements are, because we've seen a lot of fire and that's about that. I could be wrong, maybe there were some other elements in the background, but I'm very positive that there was only fire dragons. Regardless, it was cool to see the water dragon queen, and honestly it does make sense that we haven't seen her dragons because I assume they're underwater, and we have seen some giant water creatures, and are they dragons? I think this was rather enjoyable. I really enjoyed pretty much everything. Now, whether Erebus is gonna get out in this season, I doubt it, but I would hope that they at least are very much so on the precipice, or they are at least able to get him out partly? I don't know. With the familiar thing, I'm certain they can do something. Regardless, there's a really subscribe to the channel there, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.